For the longest time, I've been trying to figure out what I want this channel to be. Oftentimes, I end up being something I'm not, as I try to shape myself and the channel into what I think it needs to be at that moment. Do I want this to be a fitness channel that shows you how I went from zero to hero and just do these things so you can end up like me? No, that's been done a zillion times, and let's be honest, that sounds lame as shit. Do I want this to be a channel that helps expand the mindset and mindfulness of others, sharing my story of how I went from a hopeless, drug-addicted shell of not even a man, but a boy without an ounce of confidence, to someone who took control of their life, man the fuck up, and stopped getting in their own way? That sounds nice, but that's also being done left and right. How about the art of modern masculinity and how to become the type of strong man that attracts an equally strong woman you can build an empire with? Here's the thing. All three of these topics are important to me. I love talking about all of them, and I love learning about all of them. So fuck a niche. That's what we're going to talk about on here. Feel good, look good, live good. Because that's my most authentic self. That's the kind of stuff that excites me. I enjoy it to my core. So that's the topic of today. How do I stay authentic? How can you be authentic? What the hell even is authenticity, and why is it important in our lives? Let's start with a quote by author Sarah Ben Breathnach, who says, "The authentic self is the soul made visible." What does that mean? It's like I was just talking about. Fitness, mindfulness, and masculinity are all subjects I enjoy. You can say they light up my soul, and here I am revealing that to you. But that's the hard part. Why can it sometimes be so difficult to reveal that part of ourselves to the outside world? Because if you can do that, then you can remain in your true authentic self. This next quote by professor and writer Brene Brown answers that question. She says, "The truth is, belonging starts with self-acceptance. Your level of belonging, in fact, can never be greater than your level of self-acceptance, because believing you're enough is what gives you the courage to be authentic, vulnerable, and imperfect." That is what we're looking for. That is the answer. First, you have to accept where you are and know that where you are is okay. You don't have to be okay living with where you are forever. You should absolutely have goals, dreams, and desires. But if you think you're not enough right now, how can you possibly show someone your authentic self? No one wants to show the world what they believe to be inferior, so we end up showing the world a facade, a version of ourselves we think they want to see, or a version we think is better than where we currently stand. The truth is, that's the fearful approach. Like Brene says, believing you're enough is what gives you the courage to be authentic. First, you have to believe it, even if you don't like it, because only when you believe you're enough do you get the strength and courage to be authentic. And that's what people respect. And that's what gets you to stop worrying about what others think all the time. And in that is freedom. Freedom to be you, or figure out who you really are, and continue to expand your knowledge of yourself and grow who you currently are into the person you truly want to be. But it all starts with knowing that where you are right now is good enough, because it is. So remember these 4 words to hack your authenticity. Honesty, being honest with yourself and where you're truly at. Acceptance, accepting where you're at and knowing that it's a perfectly fine place to be. Courage, this doesn't mean being fearless, but facing the fear and moving forward anyway, walking through the fear. And knowledge, seeking to understand yourself better, as well as the subjects that light up your soul. If you stayed this long, do me a solid and give the video a like. Do the subscribe thing if you feel so inclined. It all helps tremendously. And thank you for taking the time to watch.